So in the most unsurprising news we were ever going to anticipate, the One Ring is banned in Modern. There you go. We all kind of knew it was happening for months now. The price was going down, down, down every single month, but there was a surprising unban that happened we're going to talk about in today's video as well. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Mattcaster Mage. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining on all the crap we do on the channel, from finance videos to unboxings to random buys and to talking about a massive controversial card being banned. Now, why is it controversial? Well, it's a card that is there's a version of the card that's the most expensive card in Magic the Gathering, and Post Malone spent like $2.5 million on a banned Modern card. It's banned now. Well, you can still play it in Commander, which is his favorite format, but it wasn't restricted, and there was some rumors going around that this card could be restricted, and it could bring that kind of restricted style of banning to Modern, which has never been in Modern as far as I know. But instead of it being restricted, it's just outright banned right now, so you can't go down to one. Like, people are making jokes saying, well, it could be like restricted to one, it is the One Ring. Nope, we're getting rid of that completely. But let's first take a look at this article that talks about the bans and unbans, and then we'll take a look at some prices on some of these cards. Next, here we go. Let's see it. Modern, the One Ring is banned. Giganta the Wellspring is banned. Mox Opal is unbanned. That is huge for me because I love Affinity, and now my Affinity deck is actually a deck now. Maybe I'll have to modify it. It's been a few years. The Mox Opal one being unbanned is funny. I do like that. That makes me happy. But the One Ring being banned is very interesting, very controversial. Green Sun Zenith is unbanned as well. Faithless Looting is unbanned. Holy Hollow One, let's go. Let's go. But this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of people who think that Faithless Looting is just too OP, so that being unbanned could be considered kind of controversial. Splinter Twin being unbanned, that's one that I feel like should have been unbanned a while ago, but it is kind of cool to see one of the old Modern Kings kind of come back. Let's see if it can actually be revived. But if it's not revived, still, it's cool to see it being unbanned. Maybe there'll be some decks being made with that in the future. Psychic Frog is banned in Legacy, and Vexing Bauble as well. Pioneer and Pauper. Nothing really going on there for that format. Just a bunch of ads, because I don't have ad block on here, so bear with me here. Yes, and the One Ring is banned and Splinter Twin lives. I feel like they had to put in some controversial unbans to kind of soften the banning of the One Ring, because everyone kind of knew that this was going to happen anyways, and a lot of people will be very upset, people who are like big collectors in Modern. And then, if you have a lot of Mox Opals, which if you're someone who even plays Commander, Mox Opal's a pretty good card to have, that being unbanned definitely kind of lessens that blow a bit, I feel. The One Ring is arguably being the most anticipated ban in Marvel over the last year and since its release. The card has bolstered a 60% play rate in Modern, which is more than most lands. It's also a 4 of in almost every deck, which means it's not only extremely powerful, but it's good in just about every deck you can put it in. It's also colorless. The time has finally come. The One Ring is now banned in Modern alongside Giganta the Wellspring. The opportunity cost of including the One Ring is nearly in any deck is too low, and its presence in events has become tiresome for many players, Wizico said. Removing the One Ring is certainly hit to Boros Energy, Modern's most played and most consistent dominant deck right now, but it also impacts several other strategies. We like to ensure that we reduce the overall win and play percentages of Boros Energy directly, though we don't want to eliminate it from the format like we did most recently with Nadu Wing Wisdom. We considered many cards in deciding how to knock Boros Energy down a few pegs, with Guide of Souls, Ajani Calapriya, and Flage Technofire's Fury among them. However, we landed on Amped Raptor. As for Splinter Twin, it's unclear just how strong it'll be. Twin was banned back in 2016, that's been 8 years ago, after consistently being at the top of the metagame and taking down a few Pro Tours. The fear of tapping out into 3 open mana and dying was real. Do you hold mana open for removal to try to progress your board state in hopes of getting the game over before they assemble their own 1-2 punch of Pestermite and Splinter Twin? Wizico said. Splinter Twin only supports one strategy, but the whole point of today's reverse bans is to call back to Modern of yesteryear. So kind of, I feel like, depowering Modern a bit by getting rid of the One Ring and bringing back some of these old staples like Mox Opal, which you could argue is not really depowering. It's pretty powerful, but definitely a Splinter Twin. That's a really cool. I do think it's cool that they are finally unbanning it. This has been something that people have been calling to unban for a very long time. Each card was justifiably removed from Modern in the past, but times change, and we've realized that Modern isn't what it used to be. Splinter Twin is symbolic of an era of Modern that people look back on fondly, and it is now free. Enjoy the memes of Splinter Twin. Oh boy, yes. We are definitely going to enjoy that. Going to be interesting to see the price movement on that. We're actually going to show the price of Splinter Twin right now, and you guys will be kind of maybe not shocked that the price is going up. Splinter Twin right here, as you guys can see, this is on TCG Player. We're looking at the lightly played copies. $21.03. It's jumped up a whopping 171.35%, but 52 of them were sold from December 3rd, December 9th. Then December 10th to December 16th, there was 88 of them sold, and then, 88 of them sold. And I'm wondering if a lot of them were like literally just today or last night. Someone maybe got inklings that these were going to be unbanned, but this is just the original copy. All of them have been spiking like crazy. This is the original Rise of the Eldrazi copy here. Is there Near Mint? Let's check out Near Mint, see how much this one spiked. Okay, Near Mint, not as much. 58.21% to $13.59 right here. 65 of them sold as well in the past week. Now let's take a look at the most unsurprising ban, the One Ring. Of course, we know what has been going on with this price for a while. Look at the last 3 months. It's been down 45.57%. This is a lightly played copy. If you look at the last 6 months here, you can see it's been on a steady decline pretty much since second week of July. It had a little bit of a pop back up in August, early September, but then just kept going down and down and down. But it was an interesting one, and it's kind of controversial. And some people say, well, dude, like, this card is so OP. It's been played so much in Modern, it's literally warped the Modern metagame. Some people are saying if it doesn't get banned, it's going to be like the Soul Ring of Modern, where it's like every deck has to have one, except Soul Rings are like $2, and the One Ring was like $100 at one point, even more. This card, it's going to be a historic card because it was a card that not only had a 1-of-1 released with it, that Post Malone, there was so much hysteria around this set and this card, and it's definitely a piece of history. Will it hold some value? Will it go up in the future as just like an interesting piece of Magic history that people are going to want to collect into the future? Or is this just like a sad state of overpowered cards being printed to push sets and then causing more people to be upset when cards get banned because they spent a lot of money on it? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.